Aggression. It brings defense, especially against the bigger posts where sometimes they're kind of hard to contain. I think Kwame did a really good job.
I signed Kwame to defend and rebound. I said that from moment one, whether he scores 1 point or not. He's not the first pick in the draft at age 31. He's Kwame Brown, who does what he does best, and that's why we wanted him on our team, and that's why we need him healthy.
All right, we thank you so much, Molly. Kwame Brown did not play in the first 2 games, out much of the preseason with a strained left calf. The 11-year veteran signed to a 2-year free agent contract. The keys to the game brought this guy, Carmelo Anthony, launching a 3, and a chance for the Sixers to run off those misses.
Running indeed. Thad ran the floor. Jason Kidd had to pick him up, and there's that mismatch again.
Indeed, and Thad taking him right to the cup. Kwame Brown, his first basket of the season, and as a Sixer.
That's what you look for. When you play against a shot blocker like Tyson Chandler, he's going to go for the majority of those block shots. So when he's guarding you, you go to the offensive glass, just like Kwame Brown just did.
Lavoy Allen, the starter in the first 2 games, seated on the bench next to Spencer Hawes. One thing that Kwame can do is he can clog up the lane a little bit on the defensive end.
And he's a physical defender. He's a big body out there. He's not afraid to lay his body on people, as he did right there to Raymond Felton.
This Young is 7th rebound. Holiday to the rolling Kwame Brown, got it back after it was initially swatted away. And the big guy, his first action as a Sixer by Kwame Brown, threw it up wildly. Thompson again. He has had a strong game off the offense of his 4th. Holiday denied by the 6'8" singlet. Young, nice look for Kwame Brown to get him a touch inside. And Kwame Brown has played for 7 different NBA teams, including Detroit. Kwame Brown, country strong.
Yes.
Some people say strong for no reason. He's just strong, period.
So you get the SK, he's strong.
Andre Drummond from Connecticut, they think he is the future center. In the meantime, Brown as Monroe. He gets it, thinking about a 3. That's a nice feed to Kwame Brown, who's able to finish. Well done by Jason Richardson.
Well done by Jason Richardson as well. Good hands by Kwame to catch and be able to finish inside.
So Doug Collins looking for a better effort tonight here at home, and the Sixers control the opening tip. Evan Turner, the 3rd-year man out of Ohio State, averaging about 11 points per game. Around the screen from Holiday, and Jefferson a bit late coming out. Kwame Brown gives him a fresh 24. Without that inside presence, they need to get some early looks and some easy buckets. Brown almost got it on the tip. Couldn't tip it so far.
Jefferson had to make a 3 with 3 seconds to go in regulation to win that game.
The noted 3-point shooter that he is.
Right, it's just to launch the 3, play with Dwight Howard, play with Steve Nash in Phoenix.
Jefferson the miss.
And for me to get on the floor, if I got to play small forward, I'll do it.
13 points per game with the Clippers last year. Brown matched up with Jefferson, somehow got the shot off, and here comes Drew Holiday.
Themselves in a battle here.
3 on the shot clock. Jefferson, nope. Richardson gives it off to Turner. Kwame Brown bringing Jefferson away from the hoop, gives it off to Richardson. Back to Kwame Brown, 2-man game, no, just stuffed underneath. They're turning people around. Turner just bought one on the other corner, not this time. Gets it back from Brown. And the roll. Along with Hayward, Millsap, and Jefferson. And this time it's Al going to work on that block. Quick spin on Kwame Brown, just held his ground.
Yeah, no, good defense. We talked about him being an excellent low post defender. Made it tough on Jefferson there. You talked about the 2 Williams. Both of them have 2 points apiece for the Utah Jazz.
And on the defensive end, without Bynum, I mean, if you're Doug Collins, can only ask Kwame Brown to do just this. Hold your ground, play defense, and then one and done after that.
No, that's all he can do. He's not an offensive player. We know that. They don't dump the ball down to him on the offensive end. They'll just make it difficult on Jefferson, yes, and do a good job on the defensive glass, and he's done his job. You know, you feel bad for the guy who's a #1 pick, and obviously that didn't pan out. Pressure as being the #1 pick. He struggles on the offensive end. And it just obviously wasn't warranted that he was a #1 selection. And he can still be an effective player in this league.
Swatted away by Jefferson, just over 2 on the shot clock. Had a torn pectoral muscle last year, limited time, and Kwame with the left calf strain early this year, so playing in just his 3rd game. #1 overall pick of the draft, playing for a #1 overall pick. Doug Collins back in '73, and Brown on cue as the offensive answer.
And he ran. What a block by Thaddeus Young.
Long shot that you mentioned. That Mo Williams had it taken away by Kwame Brown. Tried to foul Drew Holiday and
Save the day as Millsap continues to sit. He will be back. Trust me here shortly.
just the second
World that we live in. Like, relax. Give Oklahoma City a little bit of time. They lost a pretty valuable piece.
there is it.
Sure.
Even, and you know what? It's not last year. In many ways, you start fresh again the next year. Swatted away, and Williams up to
He purposely forced the penetration.
Pass to Young, good rotation, but Kwame Brown on the dunk as Tristan Thompson had to leave to help out.
And that's why individual defense is going to be very key in the half court. They have to keep people in front of them.
G, hard right hand. Turner closed on Waiters. Got a rub-off screen from Thompson. Tristan got it back, wants to go up quickly if he can. Had it knocked away, and that's what take on the Magic on Friday.
Yeah, Holiday is definitely having a super year so far.
Kwame Brown turning and hooking. And a foul on Tyler Zeller. Kwame Brown's got that hitch in his free throw giddy up.
He better unhitch because that ball didn't touch the rim.
He's drawn some lane violations over his NBA career because of that pause and the guys kind of pour into the lane. Not something you'd really teach. Remember Anthony Mason, though? He had
that.
Had a hitch too, that left-handed shot. Got it. Now attacks. Lost the basketball, though. Here comes side. Missed it, though. Tapped up and in by Kwame Brown. So
Again,
Brown has a couple of field goals.
Good solid dribble penetration by Philly that time, and that allowed the big men to come in from the we
described as weakened cartilage. He says we just got to be patient. Only Bynum's body will tell us when he's ready to return. Kwame Brown, you talked about playing for Doug Collins in Washington. When he came into the NBA as the first ever high schooler taken #1 in the by 3. Inside, Haas is blocked. Down low, the beat keeping it alive, and a foul is called. A loose. Philadelphia's missed 9 straight shots. Brown makes it 10 as he gets
Very good defense for the Sixers that trip.
Beasley twice on the same play, trying to thread the needle.
Kwame Brown, you can count it, and a foul. Giving the big fella a little sugar. Now he goes to the line looking for one more.
Nice job of using the drag screen. Drew Holiday finding Kwame Brown, who goes up strong to the basket. Is going to flush that one. That's the way you got to go to the rim, especially with a shot blocker like Jermaine O'Neal underneath.
Talk drag screen to me.
Drag screen is where the big guy, somewhere between half court and the 3-point line, comes and sets a little brush screen. Not
here it's unplugged. Right. Wow, nice give up. Brown missing the dunk, and that will do it. Sixers unload for 34 points. There are most. Kwame Brown is waiting to come in to replace Lavoy Allen. Evan Turner, some contact made, whistle silent. Richardson a charge to the hoop, and Kwame Brown turning garbage in the goal. First time in the second half for him. Collis had taken it right to Kwame Brown, looking for some love, but no whistle. And that's Brown off the miss by Elton, missing the 3, and that's Kwame Brown in front of Elton Brand. Waynes missing the 3. Kwame Brown keeping it alive.
nice.
The Sixers here with a fresh 24, under a minute to go in the third, and the fans warm applause for Kwame Brown. He has not heard a lot of that at Wells Fargo Center. He's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Nice, go strong.
There he goes. And he was shoved to the wood, and he'll get himself 2 at the line.
Hard foul. He gave plenty of those when he was wearing a Sixers uniform, but watch the ground he covers. Wow, looked like he got an elbow to the...
Of 5 coming in.
So they have their own orbit or something?
Well, no, there's some big guys there.
Yeah.
Well, thanks to 11 unanswered. Wow. Oh, Kwame Brown with a steal. Make it yet another turnover, and Richardson is fouled in the backcourt, and they're loving the Sixer web-like defense here at Wells Fargo Center.
Sixers defense all over the place. It's like the amoeba defense from UNLV. Kwame Brown comes up.
Locked up by Vince Carter. Holiday moving on Collison. Oh, Kwame Brown, did he get a piece of it?
Yes.
Yep. Boy, what a night for Kwame. He has played very well off the bench, very active.
Miller time for our Miller time moment. And a newcomer to the Miller time moment, Kwame Brown, who's been giving the Sixers some great minutes tonight. Filling in, patrolling the paint, getting a couple of big offensive rebounds and putbacks. Kwame Brown doing the job.
8 rebounds for Kwame off the bench. Active here against Vince Carter. There is Kamen underneath, thanks to Vince, getting 2 out of the timeout for Dallas. Kamen with 20. And a whistle now and a foul, and wow. Personal foul on Chris Kamen now. Are they doing this intentionally here? Foul.
Care of the game.
That's it. Make them pay.
Making them pay. You see LaVoy Allen up off the bench ready to go in. Doug's telling him to stay close. But if Kwame makes this second free throw, Carlisle's going to be stuck.
Free throw shooter. Wow. Now you got to miss it intentionally.
There you go, Drew.
Holiday is on that case. There comes Carter. Mayo, there's the miss. Up for grabs. Crowder. It'll count. Oh! And that'll do it. And the Sixers escape with a win. 7 boards and 4 assists. Meantime, who's our game-changing player brought to you by Independence Blue Cross?
It is the man we all know and love, Kwame Brown, playing big minutes for the Sixers, especially on the boards. Got 2 big offensive putbacks right there for the Sixers.
8 rebounds and all. Is there a position for him?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. There's a place for him in the NBA. You know, he's here right now, but how long he stays in the NBA depends on how much of a position or how much of a defined position he's able to prove he has. Right now, he's
Chicago Saturday night after 9 straight appearances, where the Sixers shoot. Kwame Brown had a rejected with a healthy 3. I'm not sure why he's taking that shot. In fact, his best years with the Knicks under D'Antoni.
Yeah, we were teammates back then, and he established a lot of his career highs that year playing under D'Antoni.
Kwame Brown, excellent one-on-one defense on Dwight Howard, who will have another opportunity.
In the league. Once they turn the ball over, you got to just go the other way and get an easy basket.
They turn it over there, a chance for the Sixers to run, having 12 per game. Getting an opportunity here, and Kwame Brown there to say no, and a delight with that snuff.
Wow, this is a great play because I thought it was a great move by Dwight Howard to lose Kwame Brown, but Kwame Brown recovering, blocking that shot. The second row.
Kobe cradles, had it knocked away, complaining it, putting him 11th all-time in NBA history in threes made. Dwight Howard determined to get his. He had the feeling he's taking it personally. He's 0 for 3.
Oh, he's definitely taking it.
Averaging 15. It's a 2-on-3. Kept alive nicely by Young. Back. Doug Collins, after seeing Dwight Howard get a couple of field goals going against LaVoy Allen, went right back to Kwame Brown.
Yeah, and you saw a result of that was the last 3 by the point guard. Excuse me.
And the Lakers getting there with Kobe Bryant on the bench. Nicely done, Darrell Wright. And Kwame Brown, the easy deuce, his first points.
Man, it's 2 points, but barely got it over the rim on that one. You got to explode on that one, Kwame.
Sixers out of the timeout. Richardson back into the game. It's for 3. Kwame Brown breaking it free. The Sixers in an alleyway, closed up by Wright. That's Brown crashing near. It's another healthy 3 from Chris Duhon. He hit one of those earlier, rimming that one.
That was a better job by the Sixers. Evan Turner, obviously listening to the halftime speech, got off of his man Chris Duhon, shrank the floor. Kobe saw him, passed to his open man Duhon, and Evan was able to run him off.
We have a technical here, and I think it's on Kwame Brown.
Well, Kwame Brown, I was going to talk about that before, that there was a turnover. Although the referees did a pretty good job of not blowing the whistle that last possession the Sixers had with Kwame guarding and Dwight Howard, because Dwight Howard cleared.
Thanks the forwards, Dwight Howard in the middle. Lob for Howard, who has struggled mostly against Kwame Brown. There's only 2 field goals in the game. Too happy with himself as Young hoisting a 3. Thad Young keeping it alive. Richardson for 3, and down it goes.
Sean Marion to start the game. Marion in the paint. As we noted in tonight's pregame show, Sean Marion, one of 5 players in NBA history now with over 16,000 points, 9,000 rebounds, and 1,500 steals.
Is he a Hall of Famer?
Jersey. It won't be a lead change. Dallas and Philadelphia level at 39 after Collison splits his free throws. Malik Wayne, bounce pass inside. Kwame bobbles the ball. Silver headed shot fake. Darrell Wright underneath. Kwame Brown scores for Philadelphia. It's a 1-point game.
So much for that zone working.
Kwame Brown had 8 rebounds against the Lakers on Sunday. Also had 8 rebounds against Dallas.
Marcus Morris dribbles it back out. Wants to go one-on-one. Puts up to Jay. Missed it.
Marcus Morris.
Taking it down low. Kwame Brown put it up and in.
Nice move by Kwame.
I thought he looked good this summer. We saw him. Remember, he had a tryout with San Antonio, and he looked pretty good in the game they played here, but he was cut by the Spurs. Oh, Ashik to the basket.
The starter.
No, Kwame Brown's going to come in.
Well, that's even better because now Mark has a player that plays like, him. He doesn't have to go chase Hawes.
Nick Young off the curl. Kwame Brown fouled and will go to the free throw line. Brown 6 for 17 from the stripe this season. Former Grizzly, former Walker.
You can get a whole different perspective on the game. First of all, you see a different side of the guy's heads. We see their beards. Now we see the crowns of their heads, which is interesting. But you can anticipate a return if we hustle.
Rudy's out on the wing. Tony's going to take it down the lane.
Turnovers, guys, but they've converted them into 8 points as well.
And the Grizzlies on the second night of a back-to-back. Nick Young the miss. Kwame Brown offensive rebound and a putback. Kwame Brown averaging 2 points a game. And has missed his last 4 games. Called upon. Kwame Brown claims the rebound.
Feed for Holiday. Didn't catch it cleanly. Takes it right back inside. And the shot by Kwame Brown rejected and then out of bounds. It'll stay with the Sixers. And he's up to 16 and 11 already here. Pull up. Pekovic tapping it around, and Kwame Brown comes down with the basketball. They're able to get it back. Off the heel, Kwame Brown, a rebound and a feed.